Easy come, easy go. So, before we move on to the next level, let's double check our statistics so far. So we have 18 blue coins in Delfino Plaza. Don't worry about the other two. We'll get those as we progress. Bianco Hills, all blue coins. Rico Harbor, all blue coins. Peanut Park, all blue coins. We are caught up on our blue coins for now. So we're going to head to the next level. There's actually a few levels you could do at this point. There's actually 3. Technically 4 if you include glitches. But I don't include glitches. Because glitches are for, well, I shouldn't have to say, because that's not a very appropriate word to mention. So we're going to get back to the lighthouse, and we're going to enter this portal over here, because we're going to go to the fresh and exciting, okay, maybe not so much exciting, but it is pretty fresh, Gelato Beach, named after the dessert treat, which I hear tastes it's pretty tasty. Too bad I've never had one. Maybe one of these days. But we got, with a new area, means we've got 30 more blue coins to track down. Oh boy. Good news is that you can get all of them before the end of episode 7 though, so thankfully I won't have to show off episode 8 of Gelato Beach. Because that is a really annoying mission, I'll tell you. We got 1 blue coin in the ocean over here, and there's going to be a small few blue coins in this island over here. Mostly involving the nearby palm trees. Actually, this tree, I don't think has a blue coin here. So I think there's going to be a blue coin on top of this tree, and there's going to be a blue coin over there near the swing, as it were. Alright, triple jump into this blue coin. Pretty safe. Actually, we could probably just drop into this blue coin and maybe hover into it. Yeah, that works out pretty well. Don't have to mess with the swing. Blue coin with this school of fish. Let's see if we can knock this out early. Maybe. Come on, hello? There we go. Alright. And knock that out. And the other blue coin that isn't attached to a school of fish is all the way over here. I'd argue it's a lot easier to see here in the Switch version, probably because of the increased resolution. I don't think the draw distance is improved, since this is technically an emulation and not really a port. But, yeah, that works out pretty nicely. Oh, and lo and behold, I see the second blue coin that's associated with a school of fish. Man, I think this might be the best luck I've ever had with the blue coins in this part of Gelato Beach I've ever had. Am I just going to run into this one? Holy cow. Why didn't I have this luck when I was doing the no commentary speed play? Come on, man. Sunshine, you are a weird mistress, let me tell you. So now it's going to be a little slow because of all this ocean travel with the hover nozzle, as it were, but you can't get the turbo or the rocket nozzle right away in the first episode of Gelato Beach, sadly. That's the shine sprite that's supposed to be gotten in episode 8. But if you use a glitch, it is possible to get that shine sprite early, and you'll actually unlock access to all of the episodes in Gelato Beach. Pretty crazy skip, to be honest. But this is a Let's Play, not a speedrun. Still, it is a pretty cool glitch. I suggest you look it up on your own time. Alright, so now, after combing the ocean and the island, we are up to 7 blue coins, alright? Oh man, that's so difficult, alright. You see all these bird-like enemies, right? They're called cataquacks. If you get close to them, they will bump you up and knock you into the air. There's one red cataquack. If you spray it, stun it, and jump on it, you get a blue coin for your troubles. And we're going to head over here, and we're going to work on this pair of triangle graffiti, just so we knock this out earlier rather than later. You don't have access to the turbo nozzle, but this doesn't assume that you have access to the turbo nozzle. You can just use water slide. That works well enough. Gets the job done. Yoop! Alright. Do try to keep a considerable distance, though. Like so. That way you get a little bit of a head start once the blue coins are spawned, you know? So, do the run and spray. Don't run into the cataquacks or the NPCs or they will slow you down. Trees are going to block you too. And close enough. Alright, how many, yeah, is that 10? Yeah, 10. I think that's a pretty good number. We're going to go ahead and do the actual objective, and we can always get other blue coins later. Re-stun Cataquax as need be, and water one of these sprouts. Because by doing so, a sandcastle is spawned. That's pretty interesting. When the sandcastle is spawned, you want to head into the entrance ASAP. Don't let the Cataquax stop you. So welcome to what would normally be like the 4th Floodless level, because the game expects you to do Gelato Beach after Rico Harbor, but this is now, like, I don't know what number this is, because I'm doing this after Pinot Arc. But you're going to be dealing with a lot of sand blocks. You step on these sand blocks, and they start dissolving, which can lead to some pretty precarious platforming, to say the least. But if you keep moving forward and timing your jumps well, you shouldn't have too much trouble. It's when you try to speed run something like this where you might get a little more problematic, as it were. And even if you just grab onto the edge of a sand block, it'll still start dissolving, as it were. Thankfully, there's a few solid blocks that you can use to keep yourself safe. Alright. The sand blocks do regenerate after some time, but that can be a little sus, so I wouldn't really recommend you rely on or anything. And bada bing, bada boom. Mystery of the Sandcastle solved. And 30 shine sprites. Oh, that's a pretty good number. Episode 2. Mirror Madness. Tilt, Slam, and Bam. So, Gelato Beach has a few missions, specifically missions 2, 3, and 4, which we're starting now. It's kind of a trilogy of stories that tie together into a larger narrative, actually. So here, there are a bunch of mirrors, because the mirrors are tied into the Sandbird, right? Like it's Revival or something like that, I think. And there's a giant caterpillar looking enemy on top of the tower, right? Those caterpillars are known as Wigglers. Yeah, they're basically caterpillars. I don't know what else to tell you. Sometimes their segments can take on a life of their own, though. And you know what? The Cataquacs look an awful lot like a Wiggler segment. Kind of weird how that works out. So there's going to be 4 blue coins you can find in the sand of this beach area. 3 of them you find just like I did there. And these can be actually found in the first episode, but I feel like you're focused on other stuff during that mission, so I'd rather just wait till episode 2. That's just my preference. Also because when you go over to where the sandcastle was, there's a gigantic shine sprite symbol here that, yeah, produces a blue coin when you get it. You could wait till you get a shine sprite there to try and get the blue coin and the shine sprite at the same time. That's what speedrunners do. But this isn't a speed run, so I'm good just to get it now. Get it out of the way, as it were. There's going to be one more shine sprite icon over here, actually. If you notice, a lot of these icons are near other objects. Like this one's close to these ships, that one's close to some ships, and the other one's close to some surfboards. So that's probably something to keep in mind. After getting those blue coins, you should be up to 14 blue coins. Yeah, that seems about right. You could potentially have a lot more, honestly, because there's actually a lot of, just like 20-something blue coins you can get as soon as you do the first episode of Gelato Beach. And I guess I could show off some of them that are like around this area here, in the hills, as it were. There's a blue coin over here, next to a couple of innocent-looking yellow coins, and that brings us to 15. I don't have to double-check that one to figure out. So halfway through the blue coins already. Good lord, this is so difficult and challenging. Oh man. Jesus. And I don't think there's too many blue coins in Gelato Beach that are locked off, except for 4 that are exclusive to Mission 4. But we'll worry about that when the time comes, and do what we need to do there. So there's going to be a blue coin on top of that tightrope over there. Can be kind of tricky to get if you're not careful. Let's see. Boom. I think it's fun, honestly, to navigate these tightropes. Try to position the camera the best you can, and there we go. Got that blue coin out of the way. Can be slightly pesky, just slightly pesky, not too pesky. We're gonna follow this path over here. Keep it in mind for Mission 4. Not so much Mission 3, though. We're on Mission 2, in case people need a reminder. There's a blue coin on top of that pole. We could use that tightrope, but it's actually faster to get that blue coin when we get access to the rocket nozzle. I don't remember when that was, though. Let's see. Get on top of this pole. Because there's a blue bird over here. Very easy to start spraying and knock him out, though. Oh, there's another one, actually. Yeah, two blue birds over here in the same general area. That's kind of crazy. Crazy and unprecedented. Let me tell you that. This one is proving to be a lot more resilient than his pal. He doesn't want to come back close to this area. Oh, wait. Where'd he go? 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 Alright, hey, that's a pretty good alignment of blue coins there. So we're going to get one, and then we're going to get another one. And... oh, boy. Let's see if we can get on top of this tower. Wow. I can't believe that almost worked out as well as it did. That's another blue coin. It's recommended to get the freaking turbo or rocket nozzle, I should say. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do the main mission. What's our blue count up to? 18? That's pretty good, honestly, by the second freaking mission. Alright, let's head back and refill our water supply. Thankfully, plenty of water to go around in Gelato Beach. Actually, wait, isn't there a blue coin over here in this cabana thing over here? Like, in the roof? Oh, actually, yeah, there is. Let's knock this out real quick. Why not? Alright, actually, I think I just remembered where another blue coin might be. Might? I don't think so. Oh, yeah, over there with the M graffiti, that's right. So, this will bring us up to 20 blue coins, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, hey, that's pretty good. Alright, so the main mission is that we're going to need to knock off some chunky cataquacks. I don't know if that's the actual name, but they sure are chunky looking cataquacks, let me tell you. So these cataquacks, we got to spray water until they get to the edge of the mirror. And go to the other side as quickly as possible and ground pound and knock them off like if they're an egg on a spatula or something like that. Very weird analogy, I know, but it kind of makes sense. I mean, you're flipping them off like a pancake. I just wish we could flatten them. That would actually be kind of hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Whoa! Okay, that is very, very. You could use the spam spray to probably get them to the edge faster, but you're gonna use up your water real fast. Like, holy cow. Alright, let's get that one to the edge, and then this one to the edge. Timing all of these kind of reminds me of trying to time all of the Gooper Blooper tentacles. You know what? We're gonna refill the water again. Thankfully, there's a hover nozzle box around here somewhere to refill your water maybe a little quicker than going all the way back to the ocean, as it were. But yeah, the three chunky cataquacks together are the most annoying to deal with because it's very difficult to get them all in sync. Not that you have to do them all at the same time. You can actually do them one at a time, but that's annoying. I just want to get them all out of the way at the same time. You know, kill 3 cataquacks with 1 stone, as it were. Alright. Hey, come on, man. Work with me, rather than against me. Alright. Yeah, I'll take that. Second try, that ain't bad, honestly. Could be a lot worse. So, we have the pair of chunky cataquacks left. I don't know why it usually works out, but I usually do the 2 last. I don't know. There should be a beehive around here. It might spawn in a later episode. You're going to need the help of Yoshi. And Yoshi doesn't get spawned until episode 6, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not even sure if we're going to do that in this episode, but it's worth mentioning anyway. Alright. Cataquack, get to the edge. Hold down the heavy water pressure button, and why did that cataquack not get flipped off? Alright. Easy problem. Wait, what? Hey, come on. Get to the edge. Get to the chopper. I don't know what was going on there. Alright. Knocked out all the chunky cataquacks. There's 6 of them total, but 3 mirrors. And we finally get the freaking Wiggler off of his perch. Alright. Get another freebie Shine Sprite for your trouble. Yeah, you want to talk about being a rascal. That Wiggler was a real rascal, let me tell you. Yeah, the Shine Sprite spawns where the sandcastle was. What a weird coincidence. Actually, I think there's multiple Shine Sprites that spawn in that location, funnily enough. Alright, fairly easy to do that. So why don't we just re-enter Gelato Beach and see the aftermath? Wiggler ahoy! Full steam ahead! So remember when you had to water that sprout to summon the sandcastle? Well, that's basically how you're going to stun the Wiggler so you can actually deal damage to this thing. Because otherwise, this thing is a giant, invincible locomotive. Unless you do this to knock the locomotive over, right? Then jump with a spin jump preferably, or backflip, and jump on one of the segments that looks suspiciously like Cataquax. Suspiciously, I might add. And yeah, timing the watering of the sprout can be kind of annoying. But this fight is definitely fairly simple in terms of its concept. Maybe start spraying it now. Come on. Oh, that works out fantastically. Alright, so this is the second hit. The segment that you have to ground pound is random with the Wiggler, pretty sure. But generally the locations that I'm using as the basis for watering the sprout is pretty recommended for the most part. I don't think that's gonna cut it. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to wait for him to do another pass. At least I'm pretty sure the appropriate sprout you gotta use isn't randomized. Will this work out? Yeah, that was the exact same thing as the second one, almost. Not nearly as drastic or different as you think it would be. But yeah, sometimes the Wiggler will spawn really far out, literally dying on the ocean. And let me guess, the Shine Sprite's gonna spawn in the same sandcastle spot, right? Shock and surprise, I know. But yeah, fairly easy boss fight if you know what you're doing. But if you don't, could prove pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie. I've had some bad runs. Episode 4, The Sandbird is Born. Oh boy, this mission. Oh. Actually, this mission is not too bad if you're not worried about blue coins. But technically, this is going to be an all blue coins run. So I do want to show off how to get all the blue coins. Now the question is, where's the freaking rocket nozzle? Because that's kind of mandatory to get all the blue coins in this mission. Because otherwise, it's very, very difficult without that nozzle. Difficult, but not impossible. It looks like we're just going to have to rough it. Oh, but the turbo nozzle was spawned. Okay. I guess I'll unlock this now for later usage. We're going to have to go back and get the... Actually, you know what? I have a more convenient / lazy idea. Let's water this sprout, and then just spray this wall, and guess what? You unlock a secret shine! Woo! And it spawns, actually, where you need to go in order to reach where the sandbird egg is. Isn't that just convenient? Here I was hoping it would spawn in the sandcastle area, and I could have just used the turbo nozzle to blitz on over there. Ah, well. You can water the sprout really quickly if you, oh yeah, I could just do that with the turbo nozzle. That's pretty cool. But yeah, fairly easy secret shine knockout. Figured I'd do it just out of laziness. Ah, the magic of editing. Is it not wonderful? At any rate, we're going to go ahead and start the Sandbird mission, and, well, whatever happens with jump cuts happens, alright, guys? Don't get on my back about it. Alright, so welcome to the Sandbird. Honestly, I really like the design of the Sandbird. It's simple, but it's effective, you know? It's a bird made of sand blocks. Thankfully, these sand blocks won't dissolve on you, which is definitely for the best. There's going to be 4 blue coins scattered around here on top of clouds. Alright? The Sandbird helped me out with that one, so that was pretty chill of the bird to do that. There's going to be 7 red coins to get on the actual Sandbird, but there's going to be 1 red coin at the top of a tower in the middle that you're going to have to wait until the Sandbird gets close enough in order to acquire. There's a red coin on his tail. And we're going to try and save that for later. So, during the course of the Sandbird's flight path, as it were, flip onto that, and then try to get back on the Sandbird. But it can be finicky sometimes with the physics, I find. But yeah, the Sandbird will start flipping over after a point, and to stay on the Sandbird, you're going to have to readjust on the fly. Thankfully, that's what the hover nozzle is for. I think about hover nozzle probably is better for this than the rocket nozzle, but the rocket nozzle was really cheap to use to get the blue coins. There's 4 blue coins total, as I said. That should be the last one right here, actually. Did I seriously just get all the blue coins in one go? There's no freaking way. Alright, so, wait. Did I just seriously do Sandbird, all blue coins, and all red coins in one try? Are you serious? No freaking way. I didn't even get that lucky in the... Not gonna mention it. I'm just gonna say thank you, Super Mario Sunshine, for having mercy on my soul. It's smooth sailing from here in Gelato Beach. Episode 5, Il Piantissimo's Sand Sprinta. So I believe this is the mission where the rocket nozzle finally spawns. Please tell me it's so. We'll worry about the tiny purple Pianta in a minute. I'm more concerned with seeing if the freaking rocket nozzle is finally freaking spawned. There it is. So let's go over here and get the rocket nozzle finally. Alley-oop. And I guess we'll finally get that blue coin out of the way. Also, I think there's another blue coin that's going to spawn. Because, yeah, there's now a blue Cataquack in this tree. So spray water on it to wake it up. It could fall on the ground, which actually works out better. Spray and stun it for another blue coin. And, yeah, use the rocket nozzle to get to the top of this hut. And then, hold up, jump, and then bam. So that brings us to a total of 26 blue coins. Alright, yeah, we're doing really good now. There's at least 2 or 3 that are exclusive to the next episode, actually. So let's go ahead and get back over to where Il Piantissimo is and finally do that race. I am Il Piantissimo, and now we shall race to that flag. I assume this guy is speaking with an Italian accent. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna make the assumption anyway. It is a race to the finish flag, and only one can triumph. By the way, the current record is 35 seconds. Are you at the ready? Then get set and go! You could use the turbo nozzle, or you could just be lazy like me and do the water slide. Oh yeah, I got the rocket nozzle. That's right! So I could probably do something crazy like this. And then spam the dive button. Holy cow. Woo! I can't believe that freaking worked. Holy cow. Oh man, that was pretty bonkers. I'm not gonna lie. Where is Piantissimo? Show up already. Accept your loss with dignity. You are pretty good. You have some speed. You have grown ever so slightly in my esteem. Slightly. We will meet again. And goodbye. So, yeah. None of the blue coins I got are exclusive to this episode, but I got them in this episode, so, I mean, it worked out pretty well, right? Yeah, we'll just accept that. Episode 6, Red Coins and the Coral Reef. This is one of the more chill red coin missions in the game because all of the coins are consolidated in one location. Way over there in the Barrier Reef, as it were. Yoshi is here as well, and we're actually going to need his help to get 2 blue coins here in Gelato Beach. The fruit that he'll want is random. It can be any of these 3, or it can be a coconut. And you're probably wondering, where in the heck do you get a coconut in Gelato Beach? That is a good question, and I couldn't tell you that off the top of my head, and I'm not going to worry about it. At least I assume that a pineapple is what he wants. Kind of hard to tell from a distance. Unless you're a professional at playing this game like I am. I know I'm not a speedrunner, but I've been playing this game for so many years, I feel like a professional. Alright, so you can use Yoshi to take care of all these Cataquacks. Let me tell you, That can be rather convenient. It's too bad you can't have Yoshi help you during episode 8, so these Cataquacks wouldn't be a nuisance for that particular mission. So, alright, we're gonna use Yoshi to take advantage of, so there's this, fruit thing over here. Only killable with Yoshi. Be careful though, because it can stun you. Thankfully, Yoshi's fruit juice works for the sprouts just as well as anything else, water otherwise. Feel free to refill Yoshi's stock with the fruit over there, because his fruit juice meter drains pretty quickly if you're not careful. Alright, we're gonna head over here, knock this beehive down, and try to eat all these bees before they eat you. And by eat you, I mean sting you. I know that kind of sounded weird. But, yeah. Eat them before they try to eat you. Doesn't seem like there's as many bees here as there were in Bianco Hills. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Fairly easy kill there. Alright, so we're going to let Yoshi rest because now we want the rocket nozzle because we're going to get a blue coin that I showed off in an earlier mission, but I just neglected to get for whatever reason. Can't get the nozzle while you're on Yoshi. No problem. Go ahead and let Yoshi eat a fruit real quick before we head to the top. Come on, Yoshi. There you go. That is some good tongue work, let me tell you. If you ever need somebody with a flexible tongue, call Yoshi. That's probably what's recommended. Alright, so Yoshi spin jump, very helpful to go up these hills, as it were. I actually wonder if it's possible to get this blue coin over here. Over there with Yoshi's spin jump. Probably not. So we're gonna leave Yoshi over here to chill for a minute. Wait, didn't I just get the rocket? Why do I have the hover nozzle again? Don't tell me jumping on Yoshi actually despawns your Come on, man. That just can't be right. Actually, I just thought of an old strat. Spin jump with Yoshi, and... No, wait, that probably won't work. Yeah, whoa, wait, hold up. Maybe that'll work? I doubt it, but it's worth a darn college try. Alright. Wait till... No, you don't get enough of a reaction time to do the darn thing. Alright, well, let's just get back on old Yoster. Go down the hill. Ooh, that looked pretty fun, actually. Just flying down the hill with Yoshi. Well, you know what? I think maybe the best thing to do with old Yosh, we're gonna leave him behind and he'll automatically eat the fruit as his fruit meter declines. So hopefully he's back there when we come back, alright? So let's get this rocket nozzle over here, hope that it doesn't randomly despawns for a reason. I think I just saw Yoshi eat a fruit around there. I don't know if you guys saw it through the corner of your eye like I did. But yeah, he definitely is eating the fruit. So that is a really big breakthrough for all Sunshine Yoshi fans out there. A subset of a subset. Let me tell you. Spam the dive button to go up the hill. Very impractical, but hey, whatever works. Get that blue coin, and what number blue coin is that? This is going to be blue coin 29. Okay, so the last blue coin I forget about because it's actually kind of cryptic. So we're going to need to get a fruit. Right, by the way, before we even think about doing this, I'm going to want to go back to the hover nozzle. God dang. Actually, when we do the red coin mission, we may want to do the turbo nozzle. But I think Yoshi's fine just chilling over there, eating all that fruit all at once. So, we're going to get a fruit. We're going to try and get a fruit if the game permits. Alright, or if Yoshi doesn't eat the darn thing. Alright, get a fruit. We're going to want to head over to this cabana over here. Way out here. Ooh, man, it's a considerable distance. Thankfully, you don't have all those Cataquacks to worry about. Thanks to Yoshi putting the big kibosh on them. Actually, this is pretty convenient to get this blue coin now, because we can go for the red coins after this. We're going to head to the roof of this cabana. And head to the edge. This is a fruit blender. What you want to do is drop a fruit into the blender, and you'll get the blue coin. And that's all 30 blue coins here in Gelato Beach. I got crazy lucky with the Sandbird, though. Alright, so 8 red coins in the coral reef. They're all going to be around here. Some of them will be with a school of fish. These are the most annoying ones to track down because they seem to stay ahead of you suspiciously well. But most of them will be hidden in the actual coral reef. Some in the edge, and some are actually within the reefs themselves. And, yeah, if you're a speedrunner, this might throw you for a loop, you know, set you off by a few seconds or a few frames, as it were. But if you're just playing this casually, for the most part, this is a really chill mission. Fairly easy to do, honestly. Pretty nice that we get so many chill missions after the Sandberg. It's almost like they knew. It's almost like Nintendo knew. But there's 5. There's basically like 3 major chunks of red coins, as it were. 2 of them in the School of Fish, and there should be the last 2 around here. I think I didn't already get this one actually, so I don't know. Maybe there is one more near a School of Fish somewhere. Let's see. We get that one. I do sometimes take a little extra time to find the 8th red coin I find. Oh, actually, it's right over here. Little inconspicuous, but not too much. And that's the 8 red coins of the Coral Reef. So, we're going to go ahead and collect that Shine Sprite once it finally loads in. And we're going to do the Shadow Mario mission, and that's going to be it for this episode again. And we're only going to have like 3 levels after this, so we're making pretty good progress, as it were. Shine Get To! It's Shadow Mario! After him! That might be the best episode 7 name, actually, in the entire game. Alright, so strategy for Shadow Mario and Gelato Beach. Honestly, probably the same as Peanut Park and maybe Rico Harbor to an extent. Just keep running after him and using the run and squirt method rather than stopping and sniping. Stopping and sniping is pretty good in Eureka Harbor, but if you're really careful on the scaffolding, you can just do the run and squirt. But yeah, run and squirt for Gelato Beach. Keep on him. You know, don't let Shadow Mario get too ahead of you. Or Bowser Jr., you know, whatever is the case. Faker. Oh my god. It is a funny coincidence that Super Mario Sunshine came out a year after Sonic Adventure 2, with the whole Sonic being, you know, confused for another hedgehog. Hopefully with a little bit of Yoshi. I can't say for sure. Yoshi is an enigma in this game. Unfortunately. Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario 3D All-Stars Super Mario Sunshine, Episode 6. Last time we took care of Gelato Beach. In this part, well, Shadow Mario's up to his old ways, and, well, he's got a rocket nozzle this time for us to, collect, as it were. And let me tell you, as you've seen throughout this playthrough, the rocket nozzle, it comes in pretty handy. So, we probably want that to use in order to, reach new heights here in Delfino Plaza. The most important thing is that you will gain access to the final regular level in the game, Pianta Village. Yes, it's very weird that the final regular level you're supposed to go to is the level focused on the main NPCs you've seen throughout Delfino Plaza throughout the entire adventure, but, I mean, it is what it is. Also, chasing Shadow Mario here is kind of weird. You see I'm spraying him, right? But he doesn't want to, like, have hit detection. And then stuff like that just happens. Okay. Well, now that we have the rocket nozzle, and because I'm too lazy to go and swap back to the hover nozzle because we're not going to Pianta Village in this episode, we still got 2 other places that we should knock out before we even think about doing Pianta Village. I hope you're a fan of Chucksters, by the way. If you aren't, then I'm sure Pianta Village will convert you. Actually, it probably won't. But you will see that probably about 2 episodes from now. But for now, we're going to collect this fairly easy to get Shine Sprite with our handy dandy rocket nozzle. There's actually like a handful of these Shine Sprites scattered around in Delfino Plaza that require the rocket nozzle. So, you know, go get those if you like. Anyways, you're probably wondering what that beam of light over there is. Thing about it is, until you've completely cleared Shadow Mario from all the levels, that's probably the cutscene you're going to see spammed the most. And as a result of that, even if you clear everything in the area you unlock by doing this, you're still not going to eliminate this cutscene from playing until you've defeated Shadow Mario completely. But we're gonna go ahead and move to this area just because of the annoyance factor. So, welcome to Noki Bay, Episode 1, Uncork the Waterfall. Yeah, so Noki Bay, usually when I play the game, I think a lot of other people will tell you that they usually do this one as the second to last level, right before Pianta Village, usually after another level we haven't done yet. We'll probably be doing that one next time. But, you know, Noki Bay is another one of those 30 blue coins, roughly 11 shine sprites to collect kind of level. Ah, but looky here, we have a unique-looking vessel of sorts. You're probably wondering what this vessel is. It's called the Mud Boat. Although, if you ask some people, they might think it's a chocolate boat. And, hey, whatever you want to think to make yourself feel better, you know, go for it. But yeah, this is technically a mud boat, which you can use to travel around the body of water Noki Bay here, which is currently poisoned. If you're on the surface of the water here, you're going to get damaged quite a bit. At any rate, the main objective for Mission 1 here in Noki Bay is to uncork the waterfall. That's going to take a little bit of time. What I want to do is I want to get a couple of blue coins scattered around here before we get to the top of the waterfall. Before you even complete this mission, I'm pretty sure it's possible to get like over 20 blue coins if you explore the right areas. But I do want to keep a somewhat reasonable pace, even though this isn't going to be an all shine sprite playthrough. I do want to show off all the blue coins for the convenience of you, the viewer, so I will indeed be doing that. Here's a bit of advice if you're going for the coin shine. If you ground pound the hut, you get, what is it, 8 yellow coins right there? Pretty easy to get. If you ground pound these crates, they produce coins as well. So, but there's a specific mission that's recommended to do the 100 coin shine sprite in. Alright, so over here, there's going to be a blue coin way down in the bottom. There is a small chance I might actually lose a life here if I'm not careful. Now that I think about it, there's usually a fish swimming around here that if... Oh, there's the rascal. Yeah, if that fish sees you, he will try to suck you in and make you go deeper into the abyss of the water. You can use the hover nozzle to get away. There's a 1-up mushroom down there, which is very risky and not worth going for. But yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but I seem to have more trouble with that fish here in the Switch version than the GameCube version. I can't remember ever struggling with that fish in my GameCube playthroughs, of which I've done way too many to count, and I gotta say it's good to be on a new system to play with a fresh control scheme, a fresh coat of paint for the visuals, let me tell you that much. And whew, finding blue coins has never been easier because of the resolution boost alone, man. Like, I kid you not. Alright, so I think now we're gonna go for the actual Uncork the Waterfall mission, which basically involves traversing up a cliffside. There's a lot of, would you say pinkish, yellowish goop laying around? I think it's the same goop that we saw back in the beginning of the game, actually, back in Delfino Airstrip, as it were. But yeah, it makes a grand return here in Noki Bay, which, again, will probably be the penultimate area for most people to deal with. But, yeah, better late than never, I suppose. But, yeah, you're going to be doing a lot of goop cleaning. I wouldn't stress too much about the actual goop projectiles that are kind of strewn about here. They just kind of do whatever they want to do. But some of the goop that's specifically on the walls, if you clean it off, they will produce platforms that you can take advantage of. Those you definitely want to worry about, because you can traverse over here, and there's going to be like 2 blue coins right next to one another, next to or close to a rocket nozzle box. This is the rocket nozzle box that will actually unlock the other rocket nozzles in Noki Bay, by the way. And yes, I know it's a funny coincidence to be doing this so soon after we got the rocket nozzle for Delfino Plaza, which, it is what it is. I'm kind of glad that Shadow Mario was done and over with pretty quickly, actually. Okay, so we're going to want to get the rocket nozzle first to refill the water tank. Stand underneath this line of coins, and yeah. Oh, I guess you may want to jump before you do the rocket. I don't know. Usually I don't feel like I have to do the jump ahead of time. Usually it does it on its own, but I guess it can be kind of random sometimes. And this blue coin is kind of high up. It's probably recommended to get this one with the hover nozzle rather than the rocket nozzle. Inch yourself forward, but don't go too deep. You're probably wondering why you don't want to go too deep in that hole. Well, let's just say you're going to get quite the punch back if you do. Oh man, that's not a bad skip right there. Don't think any of these caverns hold blue coins. Oh, never saw that little birdie before. Seemed pretty cute. Alright, we still got the rocket nozzle. There's a blue coin in that alcove over there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but since I don't have the hover nozzle right now, I don't really feel safe in trying to go for that. Let's do rocket nozzle over here, though, and get this one-up mushroom, because, yeah, why not? Oh, and some nice little flowers. What kind of flower is this? I can't remember the name off the top of my head. Alright, so how many blue coins do we have at the top of the waterfall? 5 blue coins? Yeah, that's probably about an average number, I would say. 5 out of 30. Yeah, we're 1/6 of the way already. Wow. Finding blue coins in Sunshine is so difficile, senor. Good lord. Alright, same deal with this guy, like in the Peanut Park Beach. Yeah, I don't know why all of a sudden he's just on top of a random cork in a waterfall, but you know what? I find the quirkiness of Sunshine to be almost almost too endearing sometimes. Like, seriously, sometimes I'm playing this game and I'm fearing I might get premature diabetes just from how quirky and over the top Sunshine can be sometimes. It can be pretty cute at times, too. I don't know if you guys noticed, I don't really point that out because Sunshine can be pretty hardcore if you're not careful. But, yeah. Oh, there's some coins down there. That's cool. But we're gonna collect the Shine Sprite, alright? Yeah. And, the next episode, things are gonna get a little more blue. Episode numero dos. The boss of Tricky Ruins. And sad to say, the water in Noki Bay is still poisoned. Exactly the same amount of poison as episode 1. So, that's why I recommend doing most of the cliffside stuff during episode 1. Also, there's a lot of coins on top of the water now. But not all over, so I would still hold off on doing 100 coin shine. For now, at least. But anyways, using the spin jump, you can get up the cliffside pretty fast. And thankfully, we're not going to have all that goop to deal with in episode 2 and onwards, so yeah, that's why I said 5 blue coins at the end of episode 1 is generally a pretty good number. Matter of fact, I think that might be slightly above average for me, to be honest with you guys, so alright, I think the best thing to do is just to head close to where the cork was and work our way down from that for the most part, I want to say. There's going to be like roughly a blue coin of every level of this cliff, more or less. There's actually 2 over there, technically speaking. Thankfully, there's this small body of water here to refill your water, because surely you will have used up some to traverse up here. Anyways, blue coin in this alcove, like I mentioned before. This weird-looking ice cube, if you spray water at it, it'll eventually melt, and you can get a fairly easy one-up mushroom. I mean, I don't see why you would pass that up. It's really easy to get, honestly. Alright, get back over here, refill water, and let's go ahead and work our way down to the next level. You see these water wheels, right? I don't know if they're water wheels per se, but they're wheels. You can use these wheels as a barometer to let you know roughly what level of the cliff you're at. Alright, so there should be a blue corner in here somewhere. Inch yourself backwards towards the ledge and grab onto it if you can. Don't forget, you could spray flood even while you're hanging off a ledge. Not a lot of people know that, but yeah, you can do that. Call it an advanced technique if you must. In quotation marks, I dare say. Alright, let's try to get over here. Oh, wow, another blue coin? Wait, that's 2. Well, I guess that's why I said roughly a blue coin per level of the cliff. Actually, that might have been the lower cliff now I'm thinking about it. Alright, inch yourself back. Let's see if we can get to the left before Mario loses his grip. I don't know why that happens sometimes, but it does. We can spray these indents for no real reason. Consider that practice, though, because there's going to be other parts of this level where if you spray indents, something will happen. Alright, that's what I'm talking about, where Mario will sometimes just inadvertently let go of the edge for some reason. Alright, we want to wall jump up here and get another blue coin. On rare occasions, I've had wall jumps fail on me in here. I've only really recalled one instance of that, but still. So that should be all of the blue coins around that cliffside. So let's head over close to where the mission objective normally starts for episode 2 of Noki Bay. Oh yeah, and the mud boats moved over here for some reason. Well, I guess we can get some coins to refill our health and then immediately lose one more. That's fine. Yeah, I definitely would not go for the coins above the water. I wouldn't go for the 100 coin shrine right now. Alright, so you talk to the Elder Noki if you want to start the mission, but we're gonna get some more blue coins because that is like the secondary or primary objective, depending on how you look at it, for this Let's Play. Alright, we want to wall jump up here to look for another cavern. And this is going to be a key method of transportation. There's also a lot of coins here, so keep this in mind when you're going for the coin shine as well. Alright, so this spot right here, I want you to get familiar with it. I want you to learn to love it because, well, you go into the larger square-shaped hole and you get launched upwards. Also, there's a golden bird up here. I guess I can show off what this bird will do when you spray it a couple of times. And by a couple, I mean like 3 times, give or take. Yeah, you spray the gold bird and they produce a shine sprite. There's a gold bird just like it in Delfino Plaza, in the island with the pipe and the orange fruit apparatus thing. But yeah, I'll show this one off just because it's convenient. And yeah, you get booted back to Delfino Plaza, but the power of editing means I will see you right back here in just a few seconds. By the way, you should have approximately 9 blue coins at this point. You might have like 1 or 2 more, maybe 1 or 2 less. At any rate though, from the top, where the gold bird is, you're pretty much going to use this spot to reach, like, most of the other blue coins in this general area. So, first, we're going to have this area with 9 tiles. And I know what you might be thinking. You only see 7 to 8, depending on how you look at it. Well, start spraying them and things get interesting. Actually, I guess there really is only 8. That's my bad. I thought that one of them was going to be super hidden or something. But yeah, you get 2 blue coins just in this small area here, so that brings us up to, what, 11 blue coins? Alright, let's see if we can access anything else. Alright, drop down maybe 1 or more, because you have multiple layers here. Guess we'll just keep dropping down for now, and we have a couple options here. There's actually a hole over there. I think we want to try and knock this one out, since this one's a lot more out of the way. Let me tell you. Alright, let's try to jump down here. Use ground pound to reduce fall damage. Oh, there's a blue coin over here. Yeah, I guess this might be the more convenient way to go about it. Alright, let's jump down into this crevice, I suppose. And, oh yeah, another blue coin right here. Alright. Man, these blue coins are so hard to find, guys. Like, wow. Alright, okay, that's definitely the spot that I had in mind. Alright, I think I've had a run where this blue coin was the last one I needed at Noki Bay. I'm tearing my hair out looking for it, because when you, in any instance where you have a lot of collectibles, when you're down to like the last one, it's gonna be frustrating, regardless of if it's blue coins or something else. I get the feeling we're not done with all the blue coins in this area, though. I get the feeling there might be 1 or 2 more around here. I'm trying to... Yeah, you know what? I definitely see at least 1, so, just to cut down on the repetitives, I'm going to refill my water and see you back at the top. and you should have approximately 15 blue coins at this point. Already halfway there, and we still have quite a few left to get. Some of which will be exclusive to episode 2, or if not outright exclusive, highly recommended because of the circumstances. Alright, so what we want to do now is head to the spot that looks like it only has one hole. This might be the last spot with blue coins in this area, because yeah, I had it in mind. Alright, let's get this blue coin, and I think we have everything in this area now. I think so. But let's head back over here, because this is kind of a shortcut to the rest of the Tricky Ruins, as it were. But there's actually blue coins during the Tricky Ruins mission itself. So, yeah, I guess we can get started on that. There's a few other blue coins that you can get ahead of time if you want, but again, pacing. And, yeah, I guess we could talk to the Elder Noki. Excellent way to go, Master Mario. You have returned our waterfall to normal. Bravo! What's that? The ocean's still dirty? Strange. It looks like my theory was way off. That's okay. I think I've got a lead on the real cause. Now, this may not seem like much of a reward, but I'm going to reveal to you one of Noki Bay's deepest secrets. One of the deepest secrets that if you spray a wall tile, something interesting could happen. Also, there's a Shine Sprite over there. A Shine Sprite and, like, 2 blue coins that are exclusive to that little area. Now I think about it, I think the only way to get in that area is by doing episode 2, so I guess those 2 are exclusive to episode 2. But I mean, that's one of those situations where I think anybody can understand why those would be exclusive. So I don't really think that's justified in the complaints. Anyways, supposed to be a blue coin around here, but maybe I'm getting it mixed up around here somewhere. Now I'm having the glitchy wall jump. Alright. Yeah, blue coin over here. Usually the blue coin will be near regular coins, but I guess that's not the case this time. If you're not fast enough, though, eventually the wall formation will reset. And yeah, it seems like the wall jumps are being finicky. Oh well, c'est la vie. You have to wait for everything to regenerate, and then I'll be able to spray it again. Although, if you get the rocket nozzle, you can actually save a lot of time, but it makes getting the blue coins in the actual wall indents a lot harder, so I would still recommend that you use the hover nozzle for episode 2 of Noki Bay, just to save yourself a lot of face. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the wall jumps right now, really. Is it just that specific wall? Is that what it is? God. Let's see. Okay, there we go. I don't know. That's what I was talking about earlier when I got that blue coin after the wall jump area. Also, a bunch of bloopers randomly. I wonder what their presence could be implying. Alright, M Graffiti up here. This M Graffiti might be exclusive to episode 2, or it might not be here in episode 1, but chances are you're not going to even bother with this until episode 2, so again, not really something worth complaining about. Alright. This looks sus. Alright, got it. Wait. Oh, okay. We're gonna hover over here. Thank God that actually worked. Alright, so we're gonna head up. One last wall jump, and some more regular bloopers. Oh, looky here, a familiar face. We got Gooper Blooper for the 3rd time. And he doesn't even get the actual boss music, he just gets the mini boss music. I like the regular boss music better, myself. But anyway, this is the only Gooper Blooper boss fight that you can spray at him from above. I know how it looks, but the tentacles will usually not reach you when you're on the tree. It's actually kind of funny how that works out. Oh, but oh, whoa, that was actually pretty good timing. Can I refill my water? Thank you, Jesus. Good Lord. So yeah, you can just spray from this spot and be in pretty good shape by the looks of it. Alright, but remember, you gotta clean off Gooper's face completely before you can even grab onto his mouth, his snout, whatever you want to call it. Ah. Oh, God! But you know what? Since this is the last fight, let's rip off all of his tentacles before we defeat him, just so we can say we've defeated him for good, because, thankfully this is the last fight with Kooper, Blooper, and Sunshine. Yeah, you fight him 3 times, but I think because of how fun his boss fight is, it doesn't really bother me that you fight him so many times. Definitely more engaging than fighting the Big Boo literally 3 times in the same course in Super Mario 64. Or fighting the bully enemy reskinned 3 different times. Like, come on, guys. You can't complain about Sunshine's boss reuse and not complain about 64's boss reuse as well. I think they did kind of fix it in the DS remake of Super Mario 64, but it still wasn't enough. It's just more annoying there, because the enemies are the exact same. I know Kooper Blooper's pretty much the same, but at least the setting is different. Alright, so we need to spray 2 of these urns, or jars, I'm not sure what the exact nomenclature would be in this case, and we'll get the 2 exclusive blue coins for episode 2. There might be a couple more, but anyway, you should have 21 out of 30 blue coins, guys. Yeah, finding blue coins in Sunshine is so difficult. Alright, you know the deal at this point. Gonna skip past Delfino Plaza and see you back in Noki Bay. Episode 3, Red Coins in a Bottle, Mario. Oh, but let me show you. I've got it, yes, I surely do have it. What have I got? Why, the answer to our polluted ocean problem, of course. And the answer is you! Well, okay, so in this mission, you were collecting red coins again. Pretty interesting, though, because you get, like, a wholly unique setting. Kind of like the Sandbird, but, you don't have to worry about blue coins in this mission, at the very least. It's pretty much just a pure red coin mission. You don't even get the option to explore Noki Bay. You just pretty much booted right into the, bottle. So, now that we have access to the diver's helmet, or whatever, scuba helmet, or whatever you want to call it, underwater traversal is going to be a little different. So now, your hover nozzle is basically your propulsion system, much more so than it already was. And you use it to move forwards. Unfortunately, moving around, like turning and all that, is not ideal, to put it lightly. But hey, if you play your cards right, you can actually do this mission absurdly quick. Now, I'm not doing it as fast as I could, but yeah, this mission is really short, thankfully. Just a nice, short and sweet mission for the most part. Sometimes, if the hover nozzle doesn't cooperate with you, this might take like an extra 30, 45 seconds, something like that. Yeah, it's really that. Thankfully, this is one of those missions I don't see people complain about, so. The next mission, on the other hand, though, oh boy, that one I actually do understand the complaints.